Hello, thank you for listening. This is the near-death experience of Sanaz, and Sanaz is from Iran, and this NDE has been translated. Sanaz's experience took place in 2011 and was documented on September 8th of 2018, open quote. Before this experience, I had a couple of unusual meditation experiences. When I was 19 years old, in a yoga class, I had felt a presence come to me in a very small way. But that experience of presence was completely different from the one I am describing here. After that meditation experience, I got busy with university and courses I was taking and forgot about meditating for 10 years. When getting my master's degree in nanoelectronics, I developed clinical depression due having put so much effort into my thesis without getting any results. For 6 months, did nothing. My husband went off to work while I spent every day alone at home. Although I don't remember the exact time, my experience happened during this 6-month period. I used to take afternoon naps. I was alone that day. When I woke up from my nap, I tried to get up from the bed, but couldn't. I put my hands on the bed, trying to get up, but got stuck in that posture. The afternoon sunlight was lightening up the room through the curtains. The light looked as usual, but this time it was alive. This light was a living entity and had a vibration or flicker. I could feel its waves and its soul. I felt like something inside me was trying to connect with this light. I don't know what it was. Something in the center of my body. Then, without any reason, suddenly an overwhelming love encompassed me. I could feel its warmth. I learned a remarkable thing about this love. A knowing came to me that it had no reason for loving me, and yet it did. And it was a raging love, like it was erupting from a source. I was both very happy and amazed, but I also felt so overwhelmed by this level of love that I could not bear to be in its presence. My awareness, consciousness, started to grow. I felt like my consciousness was going outside of the room. I was still in my body, but my consciousness, awareness, and knowledge had expanded from the room to the outside world, to the streets and neighborhood, on, and to the entire earth. But it stopped right there, and I didn't go beyond earth. An example of the nature of my awareness and feelings during this experience was that I had a sensation on my face of a nice ocean breeze which was coming from across the globe. I had a feeling of freedom and peace. It was strange. These concepts and words had been beyond my thought system and my beliefs. Now, freedom has become something I understand exists outside of my mental construct. Same for peace. While these events were happening gradually and my consciousness, awareness was expanding, time didn't exist. I had an altered perception of past and future. It was like past and future were fixed discs, and I could see them both at the same time. When I noticed that time had stopped, I asked myself, how is this possible? How can time stop? This is impossible. I am a skeptical person and don't believe in anything without logical proof. And as soon as I asked these questions, that awareness started to leave. It was gradual, like the fog that rises from a valley after the rain. I immediately forgot this event and didn't remember it at all for almost 5 years. Then a couple years ago, a friend of mine created a channel on social media and invited me. This was about suicide and changes of consciousness. Suddenly I remembered that event. Gradually, more and more details came to my memory. Nowadays, I always have a strange feeling after my afternoon naps. And in recent years, twice after I woke up, the concept of time felt different for me. Once I felt I was in a different kind of time, and as I was going back and forth, my awareness was taken to the end of my life. Something seemed to be trying to tell me, you don't have much time left. When are you going to take action? But I never know what I am supposed to be doing. The dates are not very clear in my memory. Like my experiences, time has been a vague and unclear thing in my mind, and I cannot tell for sure that these dates are accurate. The time frame of the experience has been totally erased from my memory. I just use other events and the time we lived in this house to estimate when my experience happened. I would like to further understand this experience and get enlightenment out of it. I would like to contribute to your research, but I don't like the media and repeating my experience for different people again and again. End quote. Very interesting. Afternoon naps. There are some questions here. Question: did time seem to speed up or slow down? Answer: as I am writing this, I am about to cry. I have come to believe that we are always living in eternity, because I truly felt and understood what eternity is and how it feels, and how the cycle of time we perceive is just an illusion. Even now, as I am writing this, I am writing in eternity, but I have to admit that I tend to forget this is daily life. That's interesting. Comparing your vision. Answer: my vision was the same as normal, but my awareness, perception, was beyond the eyes. Something outside the normal physics and biology happened. Comparing your hearing. Answer: I think I did not have any hearing. It was like concepts were directly downloaded into my mind without the need for hearing. Question: did you see an unearthly light? Answer: yes, the light looked like normal light. It did not look like something metaphysical. It was just sunshine, but I could see or feel its spirit and essence. And now, when I look at the sunshine, I know that what my vision sees is just a dead image formed in my eyes and brain, while in reality, this light is alive, and I am unable to perceive its truth, like a creature that cannot perceive more than what her biology and brain system would allow. Question: did you suddenly seem to understand everything? Answer: what I felt was short-lived, but not minor or insignificant in any way. I realized and became aware of the entire universe at once, of where I am and why. In fact, answer to these questions are not ordinary. Can you use logic to explain why you love your child? Can you explain love with logic or science? Can you reason why you live and don't commit suicide? There is an underlying awareness about these things in our souls that cannot be explained. In fact, awareness about myself manifested in this way by understanding what is the purpose of universe and myself, but I only understand without getting to know what are my specific goals. Question: what was your religion prior to your experience? Answer: no comment. I didn't have any religious beliefs. My worldview was and still is scientific, and this experience is not explainable to me, but I am trying to believe in it as it really happened. Question: have your religious practices changed since your experience? Answer: no. Question: what is your religion now? Answer: no comment. Scientific and logical worldview. Well, okay. Very interesting. It's all of these stories are so interesting, aren't they? I mean, even one and you're saying, well, this is an NDE, but you get you're kind of delving into it, and the concepts are very interesting to think about. And then the questions to the answers are kind of make it even more interesting too. Question. Did your experience include features consistent with your earthly beliefs? Answer, entirely inconsistent. It was so different that I still cannot believe it. I was skeptical at first and thought maybe this is a dream, but it was real and very vivid, more than anything else I can think of. Long after, I found out that others have had similar experiences. Question, did you have a change in your values and beliefs because of your experience? Answer, yes. I don't accept or reject anything easily, but I know that the world is more than what logic and mind can comprehend. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about the meaning of life? Answer, yes. As I explained before, I totally understood why I am here. I understood, but I don't know. It is not an understanding that can be explained. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about love? Answer, yes. I understood that the foundation of the universe is love and infinite love. Question, what life changes occurred in your life after your experience? Answer, slight changes in my life. I realized that we are not little creatures living on this small planet. We are the children of stars and beyond. We are the children of eternal love. Question, was the experience difficult to express in words? Answer, uncertain. It is absolutely difficult to describe. Words don't do justice. Question, have your relationships changed specifically because of your experience? Answer, no. Question, how accurately do you remember the experience in comparison to other life events? Answer, I do not know how my remembrance of the experience compares to other life events. Okay. No psychic, non-ordinary, or other special gifts. Question, have you ever shared this experience with others? Answer, yes, I shared it with my husband and a few friends. They didn't have any special reaction. What did you believe about the reality of your experience? Answer, experience was definitely not real. I had forgotten it for a long time. I don't know why. Question, what do you believe about the reality of your experience now? Answer, experience was definitely not real. I don't want to fool myself and tell for sure that it was real or not real, as fortunately or unfortunately, I am a scientific thinking person, but I can tell for sure that it was not a dream. Its quality was absolutely different than a dream. Many unexpected realizations that my brain cannot digest at all. Question, at any time in your life, has anything ever reproduced any part of the experience? Answer, yes, almost twice in the past 2 years. I have felt traveling in time during my afternoon nap, going to the end of my life. I saw how short is my time window, and there is almost no time left. End quote, end questions. And wow. So I can, she's got to be stressing out a little bit about that, right? I mean, nobody really understands her. And now she's done it again twice and gone to the end of her life and thinks that she has interpreted these to say that her life is not going to be around. She has a short window. Very interesting. Sanaz, I thought that was an interesting story all the way to the end, and I appreciate you telling that to us, and I hope everything's still okay. I mean, what is a short time when there is no time, right? You could have a long time, Sanaz. You could outlive every one of us. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great day.